Okay, Coach, thank you. On a cold night at the foot of the Rockies, EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to Empower Field at Mile High in Denver, Colorado. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Denver Broncos. This will be fielded at the 6. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
On the ready.
Watch 57. Come up the ball. Tie that left. Tie that left. 4 down. Check. 4 down.
Snap.
First carry for Nick Chubb. And not the start he was hoping for there, as he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
Second and 10 at the 28-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10.
Check safety.
Fair.
Now Chubb running right. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
I'm going back to you.
Hey, foxtrot.
57's the mic. 57's the mic. Hey, come on out here. Come get some.
Right up.
3rd and 2. Locke's going to throw. He's got his man. It's Williams. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Set, ready, 30 base.
57. Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? Heavy?
Rock it.
Give me some. Here we go. Rush in.
Deep rip.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And he'll finally be taken down at the 18. It's a gain of 34. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and that'll make it second and 12.
At the 20-yard line.
Here we go, set, 18, Gator.
It's a slant. Check 99.
Look, squeeze.
A run for Nick Chubb. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
3rd and 15 here after the 1st and 2nd down plays went in the wrong direction.
Ready?
On 3rd and long, it's Locke. Open space inside the 10. He completes this to Sutton. And he's all the way down to the 6-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
First and goal at the 6-yard line.
Ready. 18 Gator.
That's right, baby. They don't want it.
Get it.
They'll run with Chubb. Oh, Chubb fumbled it, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown.
Touchdown, Kansas City.
How about that for a momentum swing? You had it goal to go. Not only do you cough it up, but they pick it up and return it all the way for a touchdown.
And now you have to give oxygen to the entire team because what a letdown that was. Terrific drive. Looked like you're going to get points. Instead, the other team registers them on the scoreboard.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0.
Chiefs 7, Broncos nothing. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
Ready, break.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they'll be looking to start fresh. Just a moment ago, they were backed up, coughed up the football, and then saw it go the other way for 6 points.
I just wonder, partner, sometimes they put such an emphasis on things. And, you know, in that situation, as they ran out there, they were told, take care of the football, don't cough it up. And sometimes that's the last thing you hear, and that's exactly what you do. Well, we saw them there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
80 weapons. Gone, gone.
Check 29. Check 37. Check 30.
Hey, lock it.
Watch the shit.
You fight.
Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
Down. 60 outlaw.
Hey, let's get that ball, dude. Let's get that ball right here.
Hey, Charlie.
50 seconds to Mike. 50 seconds to Mike. We own them. We own them.
Throwing his lock on 3rd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Hassan Reddick able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. This is taken around the 12. He had his sights on the end zone, no doubt, but is brought down after a huge return there. And the Chiefs will have excellent field position here as they take over. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Check the out. Check the out. Check the out. Under 10. Under 10. 10.
Now a give, right side. Langley, and they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
That's what I do.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. First down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage. 17 on the play.
Kansas City.
Eye on these two. Eye on these two. Let's go. Attack, attack.
56, Mike, 56. I got you. I got you. I got you. Easy.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Flushed out right. This is caught. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Joker. Check.
Mahomes going to pull it out and keep it himself. That's complete right around the 8. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal from the 1.
You ain't doing nothing, bro. You ain't doing anything.
He's crossing. He's checking crack. Check 31. Check 31.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
Get some penetration here. Get some penetration.
They'll try to run this one in. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Butker on for the PAT. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Next the score, Chiefs 14, Broncos 0.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And to no one's surprise here in Denver, that'll carry through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Hey, Delta.
Now Locke throwing on 2nd down. There's the Penn State man. It's Chris Godwin. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Room here to run. He's at the 40, 20, 10, and all the way home for a Bronco score. Cortland Sutton, his first touchdown on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, This game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This will be taken short. And solid field position here to start as they get it out to the 40-yard line.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
SOS. Switch. Watch the edge. Shift. Attack. 6 guys. Check 6 guys. Attack.
On first down, Cowan. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Watch the run. Undercrush. Check now. Come on. Check.
On 2nd down, Cowan. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
But when you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, first round went to the offense, second round the defense. A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down.
51 to Mike, boy, 51. And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength. Hey, 57. Box shot.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he's got this down to the 35. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 35. He's fresh off that 3-touchdown performance last week that got him AFC Offensive Player of the Week, so you know that he was already on their radar. Now he's maybe even a bigger plane on their radar.
Bigger plane. I mean, he is the big dot on that screen that they're looking at and saying, how in the heck do we stop him? They're going to try a bunch of different things, different people covering him, but right now he's locked in and is in sync with his quarterback.
They'll run on first down. Langley. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. That one 28 yards on the ground.
Hey, we haven't been around the entire time football's been played, but we have studied our history, and there have been some great backs who've been accused of running out of bounds to protect themselves. Well, back in the day, many people didn't like that. But nowadays, take care of the football, show some intelligence, live to fight another down.
He's coming. We got double up. Slam. Check. Lucky.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. And give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He was trying to get his 2nd touchdown already in the first half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a 2nd. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Mahomes going to pull it out and keep it himself. This one into the hands of Burton. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship. 15. Mike, 56 right there, right? Alpha. Tighten up, tighten up.
Here's Mahomes, 3rd and goal. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack there by Bradley Chubb.
3rd and goal, they decided to throw for it, but how about the play defensively? Couldn't find anyone open, left him nowhere to go with the football, had to absorb the sack.
And Butker able to put this one through. And that will extend their lead here to 17-6. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
After the field goal, here's Butker to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go.
We ain't giving up nothing today. Watch twist. Watch twist. Leo. Hey, turn it up.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
I think if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on 1st down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Mike, 57. Hey, we're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet.
Lock to throw on 2nd down. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco 1st down. Lock going to bring the offense up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. They'll try the draw now with Chubb. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
54. Mike, 54. Get that.
Ready? On 2nd and 12. Lock. They'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
To throw on 3rd down. Lock. Got a man. It's complete. Williams. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half.
60 Pittsburgh. Watch 54. You ain't going nowhere.
Hey, orbit.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike. Here we go, here we go, here we go.
Let's go.
On 1st and 10, here's Locke. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
15, 15.
Check 52. Big ass, big ass, big ass. Slam, slam, slam.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City 1st down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Hey, you don't want to sit. You don't want it. Say.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City 1st down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
Let's see what you got. Mike's 56. Mike's 56. Here we go, D. Get off the field.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Now here's Mahomes. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a 1st down.
1st down, Chiefs.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the 1st half.
Watch the boot, watch the boot.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. Made his first, this now from 42 yards out. And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Ready for the start of the 3rd quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. It's a short kick here, fielded at the 24. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They built a good 1st half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the 2nd half. Nice 1st half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Check 24, check 24. Shift. Check the backer, check the backer. Check. Switch.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep. 4 yards on the pickup. It'll be second down.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Fire on these two.
Hey, rush.
Attack.
No. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Check. Bang. Watch twist.
On second down now, Langley. And some room to maneuver. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Watch the screen. Hatch it.
Mahomes now on first down. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. And after the sack, he's still down on the field. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Hey, Mike 51. In your face. 51 to Mike.
It's first.
Let's go, D. Big series break.
First throw now for the backup call. And he fires one that's intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it. And a return across midfield into the 46-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
I got you, sir. Alert flare.
Go out.
Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up.
Fight.
Here's Nick Chubb as they try to fire up this run game. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Denver has a first down on the 15-yard play.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
They run again on first down, Chubb. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Continues to be a struggle for this offense and this home crowd. They're growing a little restless here in the second half.
And I think they've just got to look at how they're trying to move the football. Yeah, you want to run it, but maybe you spread it out, maybe some swing passes that can take the place of runs and give you a little more space.
There he goes left side. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Austin Safarian-Jenkins, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. And it's no good. Oh, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. It's a short kick here, fielded at the 24. And they'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up over the 40-yard line.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They had that first half lead, but they have been shut down here in this third quarter, so time to retool a bit.
And probably need to tap into that emotional vein that gets them back to really playing hard and effectively. Because a lot of times we think it's just play calls and this isn't working and they're shutting them down. Sometimes when you get a lead, you lose your edge. You don't play quite as hard. That's what they're looking for here.
Try to get that edge back as they've watched this lead shrink a little.
Down. 56. 180. Hey, we're good, we're good. 280. Check that down. Do strike Chief.
Gets it to Hardman, a jet sweep. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Kill, kill, kill. Kill! Time go.
On the ground with a tight end. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
It's no accident they've been moving the ball well all game long. This offensive line has done an excellent job adapting to everything the defense is throwing at them and creating holes for their runners.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Safety creep. Check. Crunch. 93.
Now a give, right side. Langley. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Now on 2nd and 13. Carr being chased out left. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 19.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
Into the red zone, it's Carr. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
At the 17-yard line.
6. It's our time. It's our time.
Later one.
Check 3. Sponge. No. Shift.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home. Whip. Watch the whip. Check hot route.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. So stuff from the 2. Now what?
You know me pretty well. What do you think I want here?
Play action?
Definitely. Let him get outside and create. And if he has to run it, he has a little bit more space.
On 2nd and goal. Carr toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target, but now it's 3rd and goal.
Now we got 3rd and goal coming up, and couldn't you imagine being in that huddle, partner? You know they're looking at each other saying, we can't come away with just 3 points after this drive.
Yeah, they've covered a lot of ground. They want more than that 3. From the 2-yard line yet again. Let's see what they can do on 3rd and goal.
Watch the twist.
They'll try to run this one in. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. It's kind of an interesting decision. 1-score game, 3rd quarter. What do you do?
Yeah, I'm willing to go out on the limb on this one and go for it. And here's why. If I set it up right now and go get the touchdown, I'm in firm control of this ball game, and my team has a ton of confidence. If I don't get it, hey, I rely on my defense. And if somehow they go downfield on me and score, so be it. I want to be in control and in firm control right now.
After the field goal, here's Butker to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
Let's go, defense. Here we go. 25, check 25, check 25.
They begin this drive with Chubb. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Welcome back now to Denver. It's the Broncos trailing, but they do have possession of the football as we begin quarter number 4. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Hey, high 7.
Mike 57.
On 2nd down, here's Locke. That's out to Chubb, complete. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that's going to make it 3rd down and 10. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Hey, Haywood.
On 3rd down, Locke looking downfield for Godwin. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. The Broncos send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Oh, he's going to go ahead and field it from the 3-yard line. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Carr now on first down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
You can't block me. You can't block me. Mike's 56. Mike's 56.
To throw again on second down. Carr taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. Mecole Hardman, the intended target.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
6-man. Check curls, check curls, check curls.
Hey, exit.
Right there. 54, right there, right there. 54, Mike. Now watch one, watch one.
Here's Locke. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
Hey, Zoo.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. Watch the room.
Look at me. Door.
Slam.
Hey, wahoo.
Hey, check Mike 57.
Get ready.
Locke going to try and throw on 3rd down. He's going to let this one go deep. He's got a man. Complete. That'll put him at 77 yards receiving for the ball game. It's a first down. You're at the point in the game right now where you got to start taking some chances, and that chance paid off.
And it's a good idea to be that aggressive because, truthfully, the defensive guys, they're just playing not to make a mistake. That often means you can make a big play against them.
Check.
Clock now on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cameron Jordan, make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
I know there would be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done.
Check.
Hey, Alpha.
Now Locke. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Uchenna Nwosu. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
go.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. Let's go deep.
5.
From the gun on third down, Locke. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. Throw left side complete. It's Hodges. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Chief. Check. Check.
A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
The Chiefs on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
56. Pick me up. Here we go. 56 to Mike. 56 is to Mike. 3 bucks, 3 bucks, 3 bucks. 56.
Shotgun now for Carr. He's got his tight end, Burton. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on third down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
Check safety, check safety. Check 4, check 4. Rush in.
Well, now they'll try the end around. Well, I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 29-yard line.
And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. On 2nd and 12, Carr escaping the pressure right. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's third down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Working from the gun, it's Carr. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And it's incomplete, almost intercepted. He had a great shot at picking that off in the end zone. It brings up 4th down.
Harrison Butker for the Chiefs field goal. A 43-yard
And the kick by Butker is good. And that will get the lead up to 14. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. It's complete to Williams. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
Check 99. Check 99.
Greystone, travel.
57. Mike 57. Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there, Hal.
57's Mike. Mike 57.
Snap.
Throwing on first down is Locke. Flush to his right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Hey, Delta. 57's the Mike. Watch 57. Watch the run.
Locke will try again on 2nd down. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since.
Smooth.
57's the Mike. 57's the Mike. Hey.
Throwing his Locke on 3rd down. He's going to let it fly. Back of the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. So this one in the win column for Kansas City. And they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big time.